Good morning. Guess what day? Okay, I'm not doing that. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. For us who work Monday through Friday, we're halfway there. It's almost Friday. And for those of you that don't, it's still Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. Maybe this is your first day back at work. Maybe you had a vacation. Maybe your day off was Tuesday. Welcome to Wednesday. Oh, this has been a I'm in my head. I want to say a rough week, but I haven't gotten up on time at all. I mean, like, my alarm clock goes off, my alarm phone, because, we don't have separate clocks anymore. It went off. It was on time. I came home. I left almost on time yesterday. But in my also defense, I also clocked in. I want to say I did 11 hours yesterday. That wasn't the hard part because, I like what I do. I like being an administrative assistant for this firm. So far, and maybe because I've worked in law firms for over 20 years, so yeah, I'm used to how law firms, no matter what they practice, kind of operates. This is my first time working in an international law firm, so there's certain things that they practice there that a firm that is based in Atlanta, because all the other firms that I worked with prior to this one have been small law firms. When you're talking size of law firms, they have been small Georgia-based law firms, and even when I worked in DC and I worked for a law firm there, it was small. It was small, no more than maybe less than 20 attorneys, only one office, you know what I'm saying? And it was that one. It was based in that area. In the DC, it was based in DC only. They may do filings and stuff in other states, but that's it. So this is my very first. I went from small, Georgia-based law firms to an international law firm, which I feel is pretty good. I'm not getting paid international money. I'm getting paid what is below average, I think, for an administrative assistant in Atlanta for 2021. For 2021, and for my years of experience of being here. But you know what? God be the glory. Because of that, there's a lot of things that the firm pays for me because I don't make a certain amount, which is always good. Yeah, but it's been it's not even, this is not even the busy time. And what I do is what I do is make sure certain documents get out. So my business, like if it's the busy time for the firm, my time isn't the busiest. Mine is after the busyness. You know, it's the end portion of the process. So if it was busy in May for filings, petitions that we do, my busy time will be about now, July, because the determination of those petitions have come in, whether they were declined or accepted or approved or need more answers. So I'm at the end part. So busy legally as far as filing. May, busy for me, July, because there's a lot of stuff that I need to send out to our clients. So, or that portion. And it's just been a lot that's been going on. I mean, like, I've been keeping up with it, trying to kind of manage the stress. And the best part about managing the stress for me at this firm is I'm determined to enjoy my job. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be sitting in my car in the parking deck or in the parking garage or in the deck and garage is the same thing, or a parking lot cussing before I go into work. Trying to encourage myself to go into a job that I hate. So every day I thank God for this job, because I don't know, all the other places I believe God wanted me to be there. But this job here, this job right here, I know where I work now, I know it's God's will for me to be there. I know. You know. So, am I thankful for this source of income? Yes, indeed. Am I thankful for this firm? Yes. Do I want to make more money? Duh. You know, duh. Who don't? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. I come to realize this, that I'm not a salesperson. Never was. You know, I'm not a salesperson. I have not been good on selling people on me, on what I have to offer. I'm not going to sell you on Jesus. You know, some people are good at talking, and really convincing people to buy into whatever that they're selling, be it their skills to work or the ability to do a job, whether they really have that ability or not. Some people are they're salespeople. You know what I'm saying? I am a worker bee. I can show you better then I can tell you. And that, I thought about this on the way home yesterday. I realized that I'm not a salesperson, that I'm a worker. You understand? I can show you better. That is my, I would say, mantra when it comes to whether any business or any work that I do. That's why 9 times out of 10, if I temp with you, if I start with you, just let me work and let me show you what I can do. You know, at a cut rate. If you like it, buy it. And I realized that that would be my sales plan for me, because I always, when I temp somewhere, my rate of being hired is much better than me just going on an interview. I would say my last 3 major jobs, I went on the interview, but it was temp. They were either temp to perm. My last major jobs. This one, I temped. I was a temporary employee. They kept me around. Okay. The last major, dang, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Even when I was placed at, after going to medical and billing school, Gwinnett College for medical billing, I externed there. After my externship, they called me back. Okay. Before that, my major job, when I worked at Casey Gilson, Libel, it was a temp to perm position. They offered me the job 2 weeks later. Prior to that major job, okay, I've extended temp. When I worked at the Bank of America building at a law firm. Can't think of the name. I think Williamson was in it. Wilmington, something Wilmington. When I worked there, it was like a 1-month gig that I stretched out to 4 months. And the only reason I wasn't hired permanently was because the paralegal that was requiring the assistance quit because she was being too stressed out by the job. And someone else came in, and so they brought in their own people. Prior to that, when I worked at Frederick Douglass, and actually that was the name of one of the attorneys. It was Leftwich and Douglas, a black law firm, black-owned law firm, and the name partner, Douglas, his name was actually Frederick Douglass, but not the real Frederick. Maybe he may have been a descendant of his. But that was a temp to perm position, and they hired me 2 months. After 2 months of work. So most of my jobs have been, most of my major jobs with the best benefits and everything, they tried me out first. And they like me. Maybe that's the reason why it doesn't seem to work, because relationships don't work like that. Because I'm one, like, just try me out. So I'm usually putting my best foot forward in relationships, in which most people, they're not really having fun. I mean, like, I'm not having fun enjoying and get to know this person. I am working to let them see the best part of me, and that they might want to keep me. But that's not how relationship works. It's either they in or they're not. Either they know that this is the one, or they're not, I think. Or, you know, the person, both of them have to be ready for marriage. I would assume they'd be ready for marriage. But it doesn't, I don't think it takes 5 years. If you're in your relationship for over a year, you're not going to be married. Unless one just pressures the other to do it. I'm not saying that you won't be together forever, but if you don't get married, if the man that you're with, and I'm still a believer that the man should ask the woman for marriage. Now, y'all can talk about it, but I think it should be the man. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that it won't work if the woman does it. I know few of my friends or few of past associates where they asked their husband. But it was she proposed to her husband, and they're still together. But I think that was an exceptional situation because of some of the things that he had been through. But they're still together. They are still together. They are best friends. But I more so still go towards that situation. Now, if it's some reason that God says, look, he's not going to do it because of this, you know, or whatever. If for some reason God wants me to be unusual and do it, I would. But I'm still a proponent of the man doing the proposing. And I say that if he hasn't proposed to you and you all have discussed marriage, you already know if this man has expressed that he doesn't believe in the whole marriage union, child, there ain't nothing you gonna do. You're not gonna change him. You know, he's gonna change on his own, I believe. Now, if for some reason in that year, first of all, if y'all ever talked about marriage and one of you two don't want to be married or have ill feelings about marriage, now it might take y'all 2 years if God meant for you to be married. But if you want to be married, man or woman, and one of your partner have expressed that they don't want to get married, believe them, hear them. If you want to get married, limit that relationship. This person might be the best in bed, best in the kitchen, wonderful person, but if what you want is marriage, limit that relationship to a year. If they haven't changed their mind for some reason, for some wonderful godly reason that they've changed their mind about what they believe of marriage, then great. Maybe stretch it out to 2 years. You know, maybe giving them a chance. But after 2 years, you gotta let it go. If he ain't gonna love you the way you should, then let it go. If that's what you want. If you want marriage, Now, if you just want that person, then accept the fact that they'll never want to get married and don't bring up the subject anymore. And just stay with the person that you love. You know, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that you got to get married. Okay? Because there's very good, very successful marriages that is not on paper. Okay? Anyway, you know, y'all live your life, do what you want to, but that was just a little bit of auntie conversation. Y'all have a good one. All right?